Welcome to Commanders Daily, everybody. It's your one-stop shop for everything going on with the Burgundy and Gold. I'm Bob Matthews. Hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss a day of our coverage. Commanders getting ready for the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. Commanders are an underdog at home, despite the fact Seattle is coming all the way across the country for this one. We got a little bit more on the Terry McLaurin injury. I was talking to some of my sources up in Ashburn. I would not, even though Dan Quinn is trying to downplay this, the vibe around the team right now is that this is much more than just he's out this week and he's going to be back next week. I would not expect to see Terry McLaurin back in the lineup anytime soon. I mean, this could be a 3 or 4 week deal. It's unfortunate, and, when he's been in the lineup, he's looked good. I mean, between the touchdown catch last week and then that grab along the sidelines where I guess he re-injured the quad, Terry looked good when he was in there, but it is what it is, and they're going to have to get along without him. Deebo Samuel was a full participant in practice yesterday, as was Jaden Daniels, and, of course, that's probably the biggest thing. The biggest addition back to the lineup. As long as you've got Jaden playing there, you at least have a theoretical chance of this. Now, the question is, which Jaden are we going to see? Are we going to see the Jaden from this year, which has been good but not great, or are we going to see the Jaden from last year, which was, of course, transcendent? At least, that's the difference between what the fan base are going through now compared to, the past. We keep, going back to 2012 and RG3, but at least this time around, you can look at it and say, hey, we know it's not a flash in the pan situation. We know that Jaden's the real deal, and it's just a matter of the team is really beat up right now. That's all there is to it. Joe Witt talked yesterday about getting Jordan McGee more playing time this week. That's going to be good, as well as Tyler Owens in the defensive backfield. So once again this week, they're going to be a little bit faster there. The question is just, are they going to be fast enough for Seattle? Now, the Seahawks are going to come in here. Not only is the Seahawks defense playing well, but that offense, man, they've got a ground and pound game with the running game with Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then Sam Darnold and the passing game is absolutely no joke. It's going to be a challenge for this defense to stop this. We know that, stopping the run has not been one of their strong suits this year. They are going to have a tough time doing that. I think, again, Daron Payne has been limited in practice this week. So, the question is, are they able to get him healthy enough so that the defensive line at least, has some sort of a chance? It just all depends. And then, of course, Darnold and the passing game is just it's been elite this year. I mean, that's all you can say is it's just absolutely been elite. And you wonder, are they going to have enough to be able to slow the Seattle offense down? By watching the tape, you look at it and good gravy. I mean, it's just been one thing after another. It's a hard offense to stop. The one way you may be able to slow them down is Darnold doesn't do great with pressure. But the question is, where do the Commanders get defensive pressure on him? Joe Witt hadn't been calling a lot of blitzes this year. I think they need to dial that up. You have got to keep Darnold from getting the ball to Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. That's just, that's all there is to it. I mean, the guy has just been a beast this year. He's the best receiver in the league right now. I don't think there's any doubt about that. You know that he's going to get his. You've just got to somehow, again, prevent the chunk plays. You've got to prevent him from having those 50 and 60 and 70-yard touchdown returns. And then, on the ground, how do you stop Kenneth Walker? How do you stop Zach Charbonnet? Both of them have been excellent this year. It's a tough task for a defense that has been run all season, not just the last couple of games. So we shall see what we shall see. We talked yesterday about the season possibly spiraling out of control, and it got me thinking. Number one, I know a lot of people have been saying or been asking the question: do the Commanders start trading pieces away at the trade deadline, which is coming up? Will they? I have no idea. I don't think they should. And the reason being, this is different. This is not a baseball team being out of the pennant race. You've only got 18 of these games, number one. Number two, you can retool on the fly, which is what I think is going to happen in the offseason. Don't forget, the Commanders have $40 million in cap space, third most cap space in the league. So they're going to be able to hit the reset button pretty quickly, despite only having, 5, I think, draft picks, maybe 6, something like that coming up. They've got plenty of money to spend in the offseason in the free agent market, and hopefully that's what they're going to do. Because I think one of the things that we're going to look at when this whole thing is done is, did Adam Peters make the right call in kind of trying to run it back and kind of play for today, saying, those one-year contract vets, let's bring them back. Let's bring back Zach Ertz and Bobby Wagner, et cetera, and let's really go for it next year with Debo and Marshawn Lattimore and all those guys and Laramie Tunsil that they added. They thought that they could really make a run this year. I think we're going to find out when we look at it in the offseason that they were wrong. Not saying that it wasn't a good idea. It's just, they picked the wrong number to bet on. All right. With everything coming up, this is going to be the last time we talk to you before kickoff on Sunday night. So go ahead and drop us a comment after the game, your first impressions of it once the game is finished. You want a prediction here? I'm saying Seattle 24. No, let's make it Seattle 28, Washington 17. I just don't think this defense can keep Seattle out of the end zone enough. It's a shame because I think if they could, that Jaden Daniels, even without McLaurin, could have a chance, would have some sort of a puncher's chance. But at the rate it's going, I just don't see it happening. If you want to hope for or try to see a path forward for the Commanders in this game, I'd say defense has to not give up chunk plays, and the offense has got to possess the ball. The running game has got to get rediscovered. It's stunk the last few weeks. It has got to get better this week if they want to have a chance to be in this one in the fourth quarter. That's going to do it for us. Enjoy Sunday Night Football. Don't forget, they are going to get an emotional lift, at least, with the Super Bowl-era jerseys, bringing the Redskins jerseys back from the 1980s. It'll be fun to watch. We'll talk about it all on Monday. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like the wise man once said, if you're out on your bike tonight, as always, do wear white.